Shalom Yashrala, Shalom. Braketh YaHaWah, Braketh YaHaWaShi. Braketh YaHaWah, Braketh YaHaWaShi. Braketh YaHaWah, Braketh YaHaWaShi. BaHaSham, Rawcha Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. And to the Akwith listening, the sincere Akwith, listening and learning, Shalom. It's your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin Camp here in Toronto with another lesson. And through the spirit and power of YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, the title will come. But we'll get right into it, right? Something I was meditating on, right? Revelation 21 verse 1, and it reads, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea," right? So when YaHaWaShi comes back and melts this place with fire, intercontinental ballistic missiles, that's that destroying wind, and the concentrated heat, the laser beam from the chariots, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, right? It's gonna refresh this planet, this earth, right? So the new earth, John the Revelator saw a new heaven and a new earth, right? Because the former, the first heaven and the first earth, was passed away, and it's that nuclear heat, ICBMs, and the laser beams from the chariots going to cause this, right? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from power out of heaven, right? And this new body, this holy city, this New Jerusalem, is the elect coming down out of heaven after they receive those new bodies. I don't want Ratazah of that number. First Corinthians 15. This is something we have to look forward to, man. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 50. "Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of power." Right? These corruptible bodies can't. We can't. When we get beamed up in those chariots, this corruptible flesh has to be changed. Right? "Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed." Right? Our bodies are going to be changed, man. Right? "In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed." Right? We're going to get those heavenly, those celestial, angelic bodies likened just like YaHaWaShi. YaHaWaShi is sitting on the right hand of Most High YaHaWah right now, in his celestial angelic form, right? "For this corruptible," verse 53, "for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality." So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, "Death is swallowed up in victory." Right? We're going to swallow the election. I don't want Ratazah of that number, is going to swallow up death, just like YaHaWaShi did. Right? "O death," verse 55, "O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law." Right? So the New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven is the election that has been changed in the twinkling of an eye with those new bodies. Right? This is what we meditate on. This is what we think about, man. You know what I mean? There's nothing here, man. Right? There's no continuing city. Matter of fact, let's get that. Seek one to come. It's in Hebrews. Hebrews 13, verse 14. And it reads, Salak. Hebrews 13, verse 14, and it reads, "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come." Right. We're seeking the salvation of Israel. Israel being a people before a place, right? We're seeking those new bodies, right? There's nothing here, man. Hanging on to this, Babylon the Great, America the Great. This place is done. It's through, man. Revelation 21 verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, right? That's the election, coming down from YaHaWah out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, right? It says in Jeremiah, Israel is likened unto a comely and delicate. I don't want to butcher it. We're the bride of YaHaWaShi, the Israelites, beginning with the elect. Jeremiah 6 verse 2. Jeremiah 6 verse 2. And it reads, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman, right? Beginning with the elect, Israel being a people for a place. This is how the Most High YaHaWaShi views us, man. Right? A comely and delicate woman, a bride, a bridegroom. Back to Revelation 21, verse 3. Verse 2, Salak. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from YaHaWah power out of heaven, prepared as a bride, adorned for a husband. Right? Prepared as a bride, adorned, decorated, ready for her husband. Her husband being YaHaWaShi. The bride being the Israelites, the elect. The bridegroom being YaHaWaShi. Verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of YaHaWah power is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and YaHaWah power himself shall be with them, and be their power. Right. This is what we got to look forward to, man. Being with our power. The source, YaHaWaShi. And power shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. Right, no more death. Neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Right. The regeneration, the refreshing. The former things are done with, man, when YaHaWaShi cracks that sky and comes back and reestablishes the kingdom of Israel in all righteousness. Right? YaHaWaShi is coming to judge and make war. And the end result being a kingdom of righteousness, those new bodies, no more sorrow, no more death. Right? The elect, beginning with the elect. The election are going to be immortals, man. You see, the nations are still going to be mortal. But the election, right? I don't want Ratazah with that number. Right? This is what we got to look forward to, man. These are part of the promises, the covenant. Isime. But I pray you're edified. I don't want Ratazah. Stay prayed up, pray without ceasing. Kwame Asharala. Wa Abad Babal.